outright ban the Tristana. Now it means JDG have to ban the LeBlanc. Top Esports maybe feeling confident to just go towards that one once again.
Well, yeah, it would be a first pick, wouldn't it? Either way, JDG maybe privilege. I was going to say, are we gonna change the privilege of first pick or what top esports get? But it's just Emilio, standard stuff. Yumi goes away as well. Let's just see what JDG do last. Last time, Cassante wasn't looked at until a little bit later on. I believe it was banned away. But at the very
it was banned in second rotation. In first game, it was Vi banned here. So I guess we can see if they go that. Jace is the other thing that has now been left open by Top Esports banning the Tristana.
Ooh, there goes Rookie's LeBlanc. Okay. So Jace first pick is an option.
I think, yeah, you either go Jace and try and set up again for like Maokai, Sejuani, something else, or you go the Vi, because Vi now has made its way through. That one kind of is the obvious answer with how, I mean, hell, 99% presence. It's been seen in almost every game since we've just been on this patch. They're going to get their hands on it, so we're kind of look forward to what JDG want to do. I guess now we get to find out if that Jace ban in Game 1 was warranted. If that is where JDG just opt to go right here.
Be Jace, or it might be something like the Ari takeaway. Remember the Rookie has been playing a crap load of
Rakan
Ari
as
too.
well.
But the Rakan, this was first pick last time for JDG. It's for missing. It's his favorite by far. And every single time, Lyric, that it's left open and available, I guess it's just going to be a Rakan kind of day.
And I wonder if they just go back to the same bot lane. Because you also can, like, think that, oh, maybe we don't have to go for the Jace here because they have the Vi, and, like Vi Jace, not really a pairing you think of or see two very, like, different identity champions and how they'd work together in the early game. So, yeah, you don't think that line. But I'm surprised that they might just lock in mid lane here anyway, wanting to deny the Vi Ari combo. With Spirit Rush, you're just able to follow up on that Vi ulti so easily. I like that they're taking away, especially when you highlighted that Rookie's played it like 12 times, and his next most played champion is what, three picks?
Yeah, it falls off a cliff. It's something like the Annie, right? So, also Knight, one of his most played too, but we also know Knight for picks like the Ari, the Syndra, a good takeaway. While Top Esports, speaking of takeaways, this might be one here, Lyric, where they don't want to give Ruler that partnership that worked so well for them in game number 1.
Yeah, not give over that duo that really does just pair well. Now, they could look to match mid if they don't want to end up getting pinched, because not like Rookie's played all too many champions. The Syndra is obviously one you're kind of always looking at that Rookie can potentially bring out when both Annie and Nico are off the table. But I'm a little bit surprised if they opt to go support here, because again, you ban out something like a Syndra. I really wonder where Rookie is going to go, or if they kind of change and they put Rookie on one of those more supportive mid laners like a Gragas or a Cassante, or something we see many other teams do, but not something that Top Esports have done at all this split.
No, it's just strange. I mean, seeing a Nautilus this high up, I guess they didn't want Mark to get banned away or lose some of their engage. But yeah, the picks like the Jace, right? The other things that we've seen through mid not being given over to Rookie in a priority sense means that as Wukong gets locked in, it might just be banned Rookie season.
Yeah, Syndra comes to mind. Azir, I was going to say, we know is another one that's kind of made its way up the tier list. I guess you could also, like, I don't know how confident, like, Rookie would be pulling out something like you know, an Akali, because that's another champion that got, like, a bit of buffs, and then you can combo it well with Tian ulting into the back line and have some follow-up play, like, heavy flanks through that way. Those are kind of the three directions I see. Hell, now with the Azir gone, right? Kind of the two ways, the Syndra and Akali really being the big ones to jump out to me.
Philius on the other side.
Oh, another one gone.
Yeah, there we go. And let's just line it up. As you said, Syndra, the final one. I'm just noticing that they're looking towards Ruler here. And what? Zeri? No, Zeri Ricard? Yeah. What else does Ruler play? Varus? Lyric? Varus?
Yeah, I mean, Jinx got a bit of a nerf. You know, we really haven't been seeing her as much, but you would assume it's, you know, probably still playable and fine to go with. But instead, a champion that you kind of pointed out, we haven't really seen as coveted, not only in game 1, but even going back to our last series. Yeah. I think it would make a lot of sense for JDG already sitting up once again for a really strong team fight. A lot of pick tools coming in now now that they have Knight's hands on that Ari. But now here's the answers we want, because we want to see where Rookie ends up with the fact that those two champions were taken off the table. This was the other pairing you'd see a lot with Vi before, but really has not been a staple of the meta whatsoever in Summer.
Well, it looks like Top Esports going to show us a bit about top first before we get to answer that towards mid. But yeah, it was something that we saw a little bit more as Wayward back on the Renekton, it feels like. We haven't seen too many flexes in the LPL so far, but look, that would mean that we get Rookie on something like the Silas then. Not going to get my hopes up yet. Going to wait and see Lyric as we know that the laning phase starts out a little bit shaky. He was loving this. Like, the new Aurelion Sol, he was absolutely loving. And we see it return. I mean, this is a rarity now because of how the meta shifted up a little bit. But Rookie on Aurelion Sol once again means we add that scaling in.
Yeah, we've had it picked twice so far in this split before 13-11 came out. And we get the Kaisa actually coming out for Ruler. He's brought this out already. Really fun. Ton of backline access for JDG, right? I mean, literally everyone has a mechanism to be able to jump in, try and take down Rookie or Jackie Love. For the side of TES, I think it's a little bit more like, right, you have solid engage coming out from the Vi and the Nautilus, but both Zaya and Acel definitely wanting to play that backline access, bring Renekton in on the flank. So I think for Top Esports, their team fight has more layers that you kind of need to play around. To where JDG, it's a little bit of a full send, and they have tons of pick potential as well. A lot of like great, you know, catch out one straggler in the enemy jungle. A lot of people just have the ability to pounce and take them down.
I mean, it's going to be exciting to watch. At the very least on JDG side, seeing Ruler on the Kai'Sa. It's something, Lyric, that I'm sure on 13-12, we're going to see a lot more as the meta shifts up a little bit more with things like the virus as well. But for now, still seeing it on this world champion, on this absolute legend of an MSI champion now as well. It gives me a lot of hope for an exciting game ahead as Top Esports look to find a reverse sweep in this best of 3. It's not our match of the week, but it is a match that will go down in this split's history as one of the best. Hopefully, if Top Esports can step up. Otherwise, it'll just go down in history as JDG slapping around another top fish and being the top dogs of the league. I think this will define them, Lyric. This will show us that they really are the best team in the LPL, one of the best in the world. If they 2-0 this, hell, even if they win this series. It's a defining moment for JDG. It's a challenging one for Top Esports as we head back onto the Summoner's Rift to see what breaks out with Kai'Sa and Aurelion Sol back in the game.
A win here would just mean 2-0ing the two teams sitting at the same scoreline as you, back to back. Definitely would be a huge statement, like you said. Getting fun picks, Acel on the side of Rookie, getting Ruler coming out with the Kai'Sa. We're going to jump right in, be a minute in, and it looks like JDG once again hoping to secure early brush control in bot side, see if they can sniff anything out. This time they won't. It looks like Missing and Ruler not going to wait around like they did in game 1. Makes sense, right, this time around, not having that enchanter where you can try and abuse the fact that you have that engage at level 1 to try to get some summoners.
Is that Bullet Angel Kai'Sa or is that Jackie Love skin? That's what I want to know. No, cameraman, no.
I don't know.
That's Cassandra. No, it's important. Cameraman, he'll go down. Lyric. He knows what I'm thinking, brother. Don't you worry.
No, he's not. No, we're gonna see. We're gonna see Wayward walk up and watch this. Just wait for it.
Nice. Is that it?
There it is. Look at that huge trade coming out from Wayward. And hey, we're back on bot lane.
Well, I'll find out in a moment at the very least anyway, but I'd have to say it'd be the best hubris if you use Jackie Love's skin against him. As this 2v2 is still going to be very exciting with Halo Blaze actually taken by Ruler as well. A little bit more aggressive in the mid lane with Comet and Electrocute this time too. As Tien, Lyric, just on the opposite side of the map. Why not?
Yeah, going to go for the invade. So wanting to have a much more proactive role in this game already, which is a good start, right? When you think about success, is good trade coming out so far.
Good trade. Actually, Ignite down. Mark steps up. Oh, Ruler. The second skin is so close to getting proc, but Mark's away. Doesn't burn his flash. He's already popped the ghost as not getting the second root. I also think that's a chroma of Samsung Galaxy Zaya, which is Ruler's skin. I actually think they've done a handshake deal and just given each other the old razzle-dazzle.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to give each other the razzle-dazzle, especially if you're Jackie Love. When you've already been razzled in the first game, and now you don't need to be dazzled.
It's actually, I don't think it is actually. I could be wrong. I'm not
I
sure.
have
It
no
doesn't
idea.
matter.
Skins. I am not versed
I'm the
in
same,
skins whatsoever. I know Dragon Tamer Heimer, and that's it because that has always been my favorite skin. But we're gonna see, can Kanavi find this?
You can't indeed.
Nope.
I don't think you get chromas on that. Can you get chromas on world champion skins? You can? I don't know. Guys, I shouldn't have lured myself into this. I don't know skins, dude.
You did. You did this to
Or
yourself.
look,
Which is why
I'm
I'm
still-
not touching it.
Only skin I'll know one day is when we get Disco Nunu as Kanavi out with a smite. Mark Dredgeline actually quite nice as Missing's one shot away. Jacula flashes for an observer bug there, and unfortunately not going to get the range. Missing just gets out. Jacula now down a summoner with Kanavi. Tien coming in as well. There's going to be a big turn. Kanavi in a bad spot, has to flash away with the collapse. And it's the same as game one. Flashes burnt, but no one dies yet.
Yeah, a lot of trading coming through bot side. I feel like the bigger deal is the fact that Jackie Love now has no flash. Kanavi's going to be missing as well.
Oh, Missing so
my God.
dangerous.
It's on a knife's edge.
It really is. Kanavi's come back down as well. Jackie Love and Mark get the push out in the perfect time. A second or two later, Kanavi comes in. Might even get himself a kill. But they walk away, and bot lane is just chill.
But this is what we needed to see, right? After the first exchange went that was heavily favored towards Ruler and Missing, it's good that Jackie Love and Mark have been able to bring it back, right? And show that they can be competitive in the 2v2, because they've also been, one of their biggest strengths has been laning and what they're able to get. And I think, once again, kind of specifically Jackie Love. But Ruler and Missing have been the kings of dominating in just the outright laning 2v2. So, good to see Jackie Love and Mark able to answer back.
At least having some kind of impact. Remember the last game, they were shoved out of lane. And then that's where Ruler and Missing found a bit of an edge in game number one. Lyric, I can say so far, it's nice that, you know, Rookie's been able to lane too. This time on a less mobile mid laner, but still has actually been able to play out the laning phase a little bit more. But having said that, I mean, Knight is also winning out on CS on this Ari, so things are going pretty well for him.
Yeah, Knight gonna be able to maintain pressure. I mean, we need to remember as well, like, Asol, especially after the rework, really is like a champion that just scales throughout the game, especially with, you know, your Stardust, collecting that, enabling all the rest of your abilities. He really isn't on much of wave clear duty until then.
With level 6. Oh, it's going to happen topside again. The problem is Cassante has the ability to 1v1. I mean, Ornn, you know, 369 in game one. 1v1 on Ornn, beat Wayward on this Renekton. Cassante has a much better ability to 1v1. So, solo kill territory does exist again.
That's why, you know, when the heavy trading from Wayward got on, I'm like, oh, 369 might have messed up, but we need to remember game one. It looked like the lane was in favor of Wayward, but then it was 369. But with Tien being spotted out, might be the perfect counter kick. And Kanavi 6. Kanavi has ult.
6. You're right, E6 as they go on to Ruler, everything used, but Tien without an ulti. Finds it in the minion wave though, but it's a little bit too late. Double Cyclone picks up first blood as the root back. Jackie Love, the old reliable lady carry this split, gets a good one as Knight comes on in, trying to kite it out, and he does. Fancy feet, Jackie Love again as he survives the bottom lane of TES, comes in clutch.
So we see, okay, Toppy starts sorting out the exchange, but at least they're going to deny some minions, maybe even finish off a play for themselves. But here, they wait for the Vi to hit 6, and things look good for JDG at first with the fact that Kanavi gets in there, is going to be able to follow up once Tien flashes away. But the big difference being the fact that Ruler not really able to stay in range, get damage down, having the dodge out on the ult coming out from the Xayah, that just bursts Missing. And then with Mark flashing so far away, again, who's Ruler autoing in that situation?
Oh yeah, are they going to pick the 369? I mean, Tien going to get spotted out. Here's Kanavi. Both ultis available. Cyclone starts us off onto Tien again. Doesn't get a chance to press his R button as the yielding under turret 369 just ran it to give a free stall. Like, you look at Wayward. He's laughing his ass off.
Numbers, if that's how it works. You know, if the synergy is just all in the name, we're going to see here of how everything goes down. Things looked all right. Top Esports had first turn, but the Cyclone getting the initial knockup, and Kanavi's damage is just huge. Shredding Tien, and then, yeah! Huh.
369.
Oh, I don't know what to say about this other than just making sounds. Ruler's Kaisa this time around.
True.
Last time he played the Kaisa, because he has played at this split, was kind of before this became an obnoxious item. So didn't see it last time. Kanavi.
Tien's running in. He has to flash away. He was hoping for Ruler and Mark. This is a long play, though, is all out. I mean, 369, a lot of damage. Just Ruler almost with the killer instinct. Meanwhile, the skies will descend. But as they fall down, Tien's already dropped. Ruler solo. Wayward can't kill him. Top Esports opted in for this fight, but it's so janky as a dredge line won't come through first. Instead, a charm from Knight with the last Spirit Rush to get him out. TES lose out.
To keep our eyes on that Rift Herald. It's going to be a fight going for that. So we see it started off with Kanavi going for the invade, but being overzealous, not reading where 369 could be, is not showing in any lane, could just be here. And it's really going to be the difference maker because he goes in. We see 369 bring him back out. I am so sad for Ruler that he didn't end up picking this one up off the ulti, but having the man advantage, especially as his TP comes in, but Misty actually finished it off. But Rookie's ult there was massive. It got a ton of damage in on JDG's other members to where they had to start backing off. And had Jacula made it here a little bit sooner, right, could have been the difference. Two members do this one. We need to keep our eyes on the Vi. He could just single out Ruler with that lack of summoners.
But I mean, Wayward still waiting to get in. Tien now running up, just steals it. Thank you so much. Stops the dragon stacking. And TES now looking for the fight. It's the flash onto missing. And 369, but the re-engage is there. Knight layering down. It's not a big ulti from Rookie, but it's a big ult from Kanavi. Spinning in the choke. Spitting on Top Esports in the choke. It's an absolute wipe with Kanavi reigning king again.
We heard Kanavi was the shot caller from this squad in an interview by 369 right before this game, and him showing he's the perfect eye for the engage. Like, I'm more surprised he didn't try to, like, aggressively angle here. Because it's like, okay, sure, you got the objective, but play around the lost summoners. And they're like, okay, we do want to go for a fight. Ult onto the Cassante, flash stun coming out from Renekton onto Rakan, who could very easily get away, and you leave yourself exposed for Kanavi to flash through and get this huge Cyclone. We're on the back line, look, the whole time, Knight following up with the Spirit Rush. Ruler trying to get in a position to deal damage, but really just, with the fact that Kanavi is the one so far ahead, it's just great that he set himself up over that blue buff.
Oh god, at 5k it looks pretty hard for Top Esports, but in comes the Cassante. 369 the target as Kanavi goes in, but Jacula just annihilated. Out of his ult, he's down, and look at the backside, 369 is taking care of business. JDG beat BLG 2-0, and now Top Esports 7-1. Do you think they care? Do you think they're intimidated? Do you think the best team in the world gives a red hot damn who they verse?
No, for JDG, they are showing against, doesn't matter if you're the best of the best, they will absolutely stomp you. They're gonna slam you into the ground just like Jake did to that iPad, and you know what, for TS, they're broken. They're destroyed. They're 9k gold down. And it's just, once again, a masterclass in some of the team fighting angles coming out for JDG.
This was meant to be the chosen series. And I mean, again, it's just JDG get to these team fights and Lyric all in on Jacula.
Look at that. Look at the coordination to be able to get that, just execute right down to a T. You can see them, another fight?
Oh, we are doing it again. JDG have grouped up for one last hurrah. Mark almost dying here to the hybrid Kai'Sa as the flyby service from JDG is at it yet again. Charm almost connecting as Wayward just doesn't do too much. Dredge line out of range onto the dragon. Guys, you'll think this is Soul, but Lyric, Tien got the steal. So this is a mistake in the graphic. This is Soul point. This is not Cloud Soul, guys. You'll see in a second. Wait, it said Tien got dragon. Huh? Everyone saw that on the graphic. Did League of Legends lie to me or what?
I don't know.
What?
I'm right there with you. You know what? Maybe we'll find out at some point, but it's not going to be right now. As Wayward is going to get solo killed by Nari.
He is. I'll check it. I'll check the VOD afterwards, make sure. But I'm pretty sure whoa, my God!
This is just over.
This is better service than you get on Emirates. As now for a double kill, This is first class. Ruler ready to run forward for the rest of it. Look at the damage coming out as Kanavi sacrificed his own life. Knight, one more Spirit Rush left in the tank with the charm. So close, Ruler finishes it off. And there's the reset. They will not be happy until they take them all down. The final blow goes in and Knight picks it up. Ladies and gentlemen, it was already obvious after BLG, but if it wasn't, now against Top Esports with another 2-0. JDG are red hot, in charge, first place. Our best team is annihilating any of the competition, even coming close to their spot.
They have now taken down the 3 teams right directly under them. 2-0 BLG, 2-0 Top Esports, 2-1 LNG. Literally everyone that as a JDG fan you need to be afraid of going forward, you've already beaten. You've already taken down in convincing fashion. The more time JDG get to like sit and simmer on the patch and like the meta overall, the better they look. And I don't even think we've seen everything in like the JDG playbook or the JDG